Hello guys, and welcome to my new Let's Play of Total War Rome 2 as Syracuse. For last left off, we have kicked Carthage out of Sicily, and now we own the entire island. We kicked the Carthaginian Navy's ass, even though it was just kind of a transport fleet, and technically it was a loss for me. But since my general lived and I killed half the fleet, I'm saying it wasn't a costly enemy victory, but in fact a Pyrrhic victory on my part. We are trying to save this town from Libya. We've destroyed the main fleet, sacrificing our entire fleet. We have driven off the massive Carthaginian Libyan invasion of the island of Sicily. From like Javelin Beach and the main invasion against the city, we've driven all that back, and now it's our turn to attack them. We destroyed the Libyan garrison. And now we're about to engage the main Libyan army, who is now disappearing for some reason. He was defeated by the Libyan army. That was the general's fault, okay? He had nothing but easy battles, right? He fought a garrison which got annihilated. He fought a small landing fort which was mostly destroyed by the navy. So, yeah, that's, you know, he's still terrible there. And the first real battle that he fights in Africa, when it counts, he loses. So that's the general's fault, and totally not mine because my troops were tired. We defeated the Libyan army! Against all odds, we actually beat the Libyan army. We defeated Carthage, defeated Libya, defeated everyone, and drove them out of Thapsus, and now I am waiting for reinforcements. We conquered Carthage, kicked the council onto like 2 boats in the Mediterranean, like one here, and one over there somewhere. Anyway, Carthage is pretty much out of the picture. We killed tons of rebels, and are now pushing into Libya. If I was fighting the Battle of Dust and Sand or something, whatever I'm gonna call it. Welcome to this slave uprising at, where else? Thapsus, the place where the bones just keep piling up, it seems. Costly victory! Yes! We killed just about the entire slave rebellion in the City of Corpses, aka Thapsus. We defeated the rebel army again, although this time a bit closer than I would have liked. Costly victory, never Pyrrhic victory, right? We drove off one invasion to welcome another from Libya. You know what? I'm gonna see what I can do with diplomacy. Welcome to the coup de grace of hopefully the Libyan nation. We literally paid for peace with Libya. And please, guys, a moment of silence for our greatest general, who fell. Oh my god, he fell. I can't believe it. We actually took some territory from our most hated enemy in the south. We did some back and forth with, I don't even know how to pronounce their name, the warriors of the south. And Rome has taken their capital. I have driven them back from my lands. Their armies are all dead, pretty much. And next turn, we charge on the last city, fully kill them, march to Libya, and then make them a client state. Hopefully that won't take too long. We finally made peace! I can't remember the last time we had peace in this game. It was so long ago when we only had one province and wasn't constantly fighting Carthage and their allies, and then these people. We finally took these guys out. They're a client state, not dead, so it wasn't what I initially wanted, but it's what I've got now, so that's fine. We are also getting a full army, a fully done professional army. And not only that, we're gonna actually go for this rebel city, take it over, and then Rome, which I'm preparing an army in Italy, in Syracuse, for to go to Italy. We won our heroic victory, killing nearly all of them, all 2,000, with only 400 losses. We have a few problems. It turns out that the situation has pretty much flipped itself around. It's not Africa which is the problem anymore, it's now the home provinces which are in rebellion. We're at war with Rome, and now we're fighting the Romans on Italian soil. We're trying to take the city. We're mainly fighting this one general that is outside, but there's also all the garrison reinforcing him. We have beaten Rome in Magna Graecia. We own the boot, or at least the shoe. of Italy across the entire leg. Rome is still stuck in Africa and Spain, so they're not going to be coming around anytime soon. So hopefully we can finish off the Italian conquest before they even really respond. Well, the capital got ransacked, and now maybe this place. We've held out against Romans from the shore. Can we hold out against slaves from the land? We fought off a slave rebellion in Sicily, and now we need to deal with these guys, the Latin rebels, and then finally I can push through Italy. In the meantime, we are also fighting a North African campaign, which, I don't know, I think we're about to have a rebellion here as well. We are fighting a massive Roman invasion in North Africa as they send a fleet of men from Spain directly to us, while I'll send in a few men they have already on the continent in the land route. Right. We fought off one Roman invasion to probably fight another much larger invasion. Well, we lost one town to the army that I thought was going to go here, but it turns out that army decided to march like 200, 300 miles south to go to a completely different town and left this town to like whatever they could scrape off the bottom of the barrel. Which I think was the previous army that they had here. Welcome back to this very, very familiar scene. Where we last left off, we defended against the Romans, and now, here we are defending against the Romans. But we got this, let's go! We won a heroic victory! They deployed 1,600 men. They left with 78 men. That is a disaster for Rome. I captured 300. I only lost 93 men. I lost slightly more men than they left with. We have finally gotten momentum back in our campaign. We are not just defending one city in Africa. We are actually beating the Romans back. We have almost fought off, a massive Roman naval assault. We are finally invading Rome. I don't know how long it's taken. We've been at war with Rome for probably far too long, and we've let them expand way, way out of hand. But here we are, we're finally at the Eternal City. Rome finally fell. We own the Eternal City. Gonna have to deal with a few rebellions, like, for a long time. And we have defeated the massive Roman army just off the coast of... was it Ilo? We're trying to take Tangiers. We have secured Tinges, or Tinges, or whatever it's called. We are fighting double our forces. We're quickly trying to take down the Roman side. Now just leave the Vetii? Something like that. Who will easily make up the majority of the forces, but are probably struggling to climb the very wet hill. Ah, damn it! We was kind of defeated on both fronts. In Italy, against the Veneti, and yeah, against Rome, the Roman Navy, we was also defeated. We made a decisive victory happen! We only lost 421 men, they lost 2,424 men. And we have taken a foothold inside of Spain. We won a heroic victory with the greatest general, who is definitely the greatest general I've had in a while. He won a heroic victory, only losing 347 men to Rome's 2,338 men. He won an even greater victory against the Romans. Slaughter. We have driven Rome to, like, islands. We are in Spain. We have conquered this city. And Christ, I have not uploaded a single video in like a month. So, I need to get my bearings back. I have not Let's Played in so long. Welcome back to Rome 2. I am still conquering the world. I own all of Italy. I own most of Africa, at least North Africa. And we have set foot in Spain. Why am I telling you all this again? I have no idea. I am going to attack this city. And finally pay them back in blood for what they did that fateful day when they annihilated this entire army. We fended off a rebel attack in a heroic battle, where I just stood there and played 20Q while I waited out the clock. We are fighting the Roman army from Sardinia. This is the fresh army, designed specifically for fighting Rome. Not that there was much design going into it. They are just the army I've chosen. We have, like, driven everyone out of southern Spain. We are taking the islands of the Mediterranean, and we are just gonna destroy Rome. We are fighting this impossible battle against 2 full-stack armies, just about, of Gallic troops. I don't think I have any possible chance of winning. Like, at all. Especially if they combine their forces before they attack, because then they'll outnumber me 2 times over. And then I'm kind of screwed. We absolutely destroyed the enemy, the Gallic forces in this area. And now we're mopping them up, and we're also going to go to the heart of Spain, take them out. We're going to remove the Gauls from Spain, push them all the way back into Gaul or France, take that land. And we are still trying to launch our amphibious assault on the last Roman stronghold. It has been said in the comments, and I kind of agree that maybe, possibly, they become a client state. On the other hand, the last time I had a client state, it turned out horribly, and they didn't do anything, and I just had to fight them again anyway. So, we shall decide on the day. Welcome back to my first bridge battle, where I will hopefully defend, and they will hopefully fall on my spears. Welcome back to my grand conquest of Spain, as I finally claim this Gallic settlement, hopefully next turn. Most likely going to be attacked over here. Let's go. My general's dead, unfortunately, but I think I've won the battle. And I've done it pretty easily. Like, I don't think I've lost many men. Again, I think my cavalry seems to have taken the majority of the casualties here. Welcome back to the barbarians at the gates. I have 4 full-stack armies at the gates of Italy, with 1 army defending just about everything I have. Like, maybe Rome could hold out, but who knows? We're conquering all of Spain now. We consolidated all of Spain. For Syracuse, we now own something that is many times larger than our puny island. And now we are on the warpath, heading north. We are gonna take out the Nori, then probably head west, sweep in, take the rest of Italy over, then try and maybe link up in France. I am making this up as I go along. Okay, I admit, I could have played that one a lot better. If we killed the Nori, kind of, I did notice that 1 army. 4 men, not gonna take the city. The Nori are dead, and now we might invade the people here. We are defending another town in Italy, and God help us, because look at them. We conquered pretty much all of Italy, including the northern half. We do have a slight problem there, but we will sort that out. We will drive all the barbarians out of Italy, and then, well, we'll have to deal with this guy. I might lose this settlement. Doesn't matter, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this Roman defensive army into a Roman offensive army, and send another army out to go conquer the north. We have killed so many people, defeated countless armies. We are fighting an army in the hills of Noricum. God help us. We had a few problems in the east. The east has always been problematic, though. You know, we always lose a general to someone, somewhere, and it'll be fine. We'll take care of them in due time. But for now, we shall continue our assault in Gaul, or France, whatever you want to call it. We had a kind of disastrous, but we'd still easily won, the Battle of Massalia. And now, I own just about every port on the Western Mediterranean, without exception. Welcome back to the ambush! We are ambushing somebody, and I have no idea how to deploy them. Who's having a massive standoff with the Pictones, whatever they're called. In France, we have our 2 massive armies versus their 2 massive armies. We destroyed these people on the bridge, destroying their entire army, and destroying their hopes, their civilization, most likely, and everything else. Welcome to my disastrous landing in Crete. Yes, I tried to attack Crete, and it didn't work out at all. We are facing some serious problems. Our army, our probably most experienced army in the north, is dead. They died on a riverbed, and now we are facing kind of a crisis. We are facing 2 factions, 3 factions if you include these guys, who are all sort of surrounding my northern territories, and I don't really have many people there. The majority of my army is in the north, but I don't have enough men to probably guard the north. We was defending our town that we just captured from the Gallic Confederacy. Problem, the game sort of froze, so I had to reload, reset up my recording, And now, knowing that they was coming, I hired 2 mercenaries. We fought in the frozen wastes of the Alps, and we won, because they came like shirtless and barely armed. If I defeated some armies at this river, then I tried to get to the settlement, failed, and now here I am. We have torn through France. We're pretty much out of France now, and we're in the Low Countries and Germany. And we got to fight to Denmark, probably somewhere into Poland. Depending on my intel, they might move into here at some point. Like 1,000 men have died in 10 minutes, according to this timer here. We have destroyed most of the Gallic Confederacy. They used to run from, I assume, Denmark to Spain, and now they just run a small northern kingdom. We have finally killed the Gallic Confederation, the Gallic Confederacy, whatever they were called. They're dead, assigned to the dustbin of history. We have destroyed yet another faction. We only have to destroy 4 more factions in order to achieve our victory. And, yeah, they're trying to invade my city. We're still fighting off these tribesmen who are trying to take back either their cities or someone else's cities. I don't know at this point. Welcome to some post-commentary. Why am I doing post-commentary? Well, I tried to record these parts, and my audio didn't work, so now I have to do everything in post. Isn't that great, guys? Welcome to the Gamikaze's first post-commentary on a video. 2 videos, actually. I've slammed 2 parts together to create 1. That's why everyone's gonna sound like Chipmunk. Like him.
We are about to begin the greatest war that the ancient world has ever seen. Also, I've got a new mic, so if I sound different, it's because I've got a new mic. I can now go out here, and I can now go in really close. Because it's a standalone mic, not a headset mic. That makes 2 mic changes in this Let's Play. I am now at war with all of the East, except for the boy. If I'm at war with them, my empire falls apart. We are almost at the end of the victory conditions, but not at the end of the campaign because I don't conquer all the Mediterranean. Sparta is at war with us, and I am taking this extremely seriously because I want to beat Sparta and not lose my invasion of Greece. It's 1/3 of my entire invasion plans. We beat Sparta! We lost 2,250 men and they lost 3,644 men. We won though. I am fighting Sparta in a city with only a garrison and 1 general that I put in there just before. And we are doing amazingly well. The balance power actually says we're about even. Despite me being heavily outnumbered and heavily outclassed. I defeated Sparta. Defeated. In quotation marks there. And now I'm fighting Sparta again. Welcome to the Great War for the Mediterranean in Rome too. We are fighting. About to start fighting in Britain. Hopefully. Depending on what goes on here. There's quite a lot of them. So I might go to Ireland. I could go all the way around. Maybe that defense is easier. Who knows? Or that assault is easier. In Egypt, we have been sort of running roughshod over them. They have not been able to really stand up to us. But their armies are gathering at the Nile. And in Greece, Sparta. Athens kind of fell apart and Sparta took over from where Athens left off. Welcome back to the Siege of Athens. I said momentarily, and for me it is. For you it's a day, if I'm predicting this right. So welcome back. Welcome back to the Siege of Athens. We have managed to break through most of the wall. We are just killing the rest of the people around here. I have taken Athens, and I'm fighting the intense Battle of Egypt. What more can I say? Where we last left off, we have taken over Cornwall, and I think we've actually won. I took a lot of losses, over 1,000 men, but I managed to pretty much destroy their entire army, something that wouldn't have happened in an odd resolve. So in the end, it works out better, but all the same, I wish I put my pikes down. Welcome to a very tiny battle which has a lot of importance to me. We are still fighting intense battles against Egypt, and Pontus is about to invade us somewhere in the middle of the Balkans in Austria, somewhere around here. That is really far away from their home territory, but they managed to cross all the way through Boy territory to get to us. The Egyptian navy managed to come out of nowhere, attack this settlement, and defeat my armies. We are fighting everyone in the east. Everybody. We're now fighting the boy for real. Also, we're starving now, apparently. And welcome back to my defense of this town against Egypt. We are out of food. Still. And there's no way I can recover from this. The update has destroyed us. But to make it lore friendly, I guess, so you know that in, like, the Bible, like, the locusts came and ate all the crops? Yeah, imagine that, except empire-wide. If I'm fending off, army from Pergamon, and I'm desperately trying to run to the town center now. Well, guys, I hate to do it, but I'm afraid this Let's Play is gonna have to be called here. There is no possible way I can win. In the next few turns, all my armies and all my garrisons will die. They will die of starvation. And then the Empire will die. Slowly. There is no way I can get around this. The game has screwed me over. So, we'll do what all great people do. We declare victory and leave. So, guys, we have completed our goal. We have captured all of the Western Mediterranean, just like I always wanted. We have captured the southern part of England and Britain, which is the only part I really wanted. We have captured Athens, which is pretty much all of Greece, let's face it. And we've captured Alexandria. That is like the most important part of Egypt. And it's we don't need all this. We don't need all this. We've already got what we need. And we did have the pyramids. In fact, we still own half a pyramid. And they'll leave eventually. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll get it back. And, of course, I'll beat them no matter how many starved corpses I have. You know, it's fine. We all know I would have won. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. Later.